It is capstone day. It is now my last day of grad school ever. Hello everyone, welcome back to the vlog. And as you can see from the title of this video, this is my last NYU week in my life ever out of both undergrad and grad school. It doesn't feel real that I'm making this video. Like, I don't feel like it's actually happening. I don't know why it feels so surreal, but the last 2 school years have gone by so fast. I can't believe it was just a little bit over 2 years ago that I was applying to this program. And yeah, that we've had 2 whole school years during a pandemic for getting my master's. Like, it just, I don't even know. I'm gonna make a whole a couple other separate videos talking about like the experience and that type of thing, and like comparing undergrad versus grad school at NYU, so look out for those. But I of course wanted to do a week in my life of my last week of classes slash like finals, because yeah, I mean, NYU just like meant so much to me, and it's been so special documenting my, you know, growth over the years at NYU and my experiences, and that they've helped so many people on YouTube. It's just like meant the world to me. And yeah, I just like can't believe NYU is like coming to a close. Like, this chapter of my life is coming to a close. But like I said, it still feels very surreal because I still have like a lot of things that need to happen between now and like 4 days from now. So today that I'm filming this is Monday, May 2nd, 2022. And I have my last classes of the 3 classes I'm taking this semester over the course of the next 3 days. So I don't have class tonight, but then I have final projects and presentations in all of my classes the next 3 days. So like I said, a lot still needs to happen, which is partly why I feel like it doesn't feel real, because my to-do list still has a lot of things on it. But tomorrow is my capstone presentation. So I actually already submitted all the materials for it last week. So like the big paper was due and our actual like slides were due. And the paper ended up being like 44 pages long. So it was a huge endeavor, but it feels great that that's done. But I have to do a presentation tomorrow for like my class, and then 3 judges, and then potentially like other faculty. So it's like a 15-minute presentation that's like a pitch style for a project, because it was like a business project. So it's kind of like everything this whole semester has been leading up to this moment, and I'm trying not to think about it because then I'm just gonna get nervous, because it's like I am nervous about like how it's gonna go. But I also feel like, I mean, I'm still gonna practice a few more times, but at this point like there's nothing else I can really do besides just like practice what I'm saying, because the work is done. And I do really like believe in my project and that kind of thing, so it's just doing it, and then I will have finished my master's capstone. But not quite, because I still have 2 more classes. Wednesday night is my design class, and we have this big project for that with like all these different design elements. So that's what I have the most left on, I think. I spent like all day yesterday working on it. And I made a ton of progress, but I still have some different pieces. And then we do like have like a really casual presentation for that, where we just talk about what we did. And then Thursday is my marketing class, and we have a presentation for that, which like the presentation is sort of the end of the project that we've been working on throughout the quarter. It was a quarter class. So Thursday night I will walk out of that class and then be done with my master's, and it's just like so surreal, like I said. And then I have my graduation in a couple more weeks, so I'll probably vlog that as well. And by the time we're watching this, I'll be done. And it's just, I don't even have words for like the emotions. Like I've just been like happy and sad and everything in between. Like, I'm sad that it's gonna be over, but also happy to have that time back and to have my life back a little bit, to not only be doing work in school and like that be my life, and to kind of just feel like more balanced and less stressed a little bit. is now the evening. I think it's like, what, like 6? Almost 7, actually. I didn't really vlog that much today because it was literally just me sitting at my computer for however many hours. But I was very much in the flow today. I got a lot done. I'm like so brain dead already, and it's only Monday, just because I like, you know, like creative energy is just like so much effort, and so I feel like I did a lot of creative energy today, or like a lot of creative stuff today, and so I'm really glad that I got as much done as I did. Like the day went by so fast because I was just like getting so much done and like very in the flow and not realizing like what time it was, kind of thing. So it was good, but now I'm definitely really tired. But there's still a couple things I wanted to do today for my design project, so I think I'm kind of giving myself a break. We went to the dog park and we're just like hanging out and cuddling, me and Riley. But then I think I'm maybe gonna try and like work on a couple little things, maybe in front of the TV or something, because I'm so close. Like I'm getting there. I'm so close. It is Capstone day. Does not feel real. Also, I am very tired. I feel like I say that all the time, but it's just because being high functioning is really hard for me. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of caffeine, and yesterday I just like pushed so hard and was working kind of late. Like I took that break in the evening, but then I like went back and did some other stuff. Practiced my presentation a little bit. So I'm just so tired. I just feel like I'm getting to the point of burnout, of like being very depleted. Don't have a lot left in me, but I have to push through. I got some Starbies this morning. I got a matcha with oat milk and 2 pumps chai. That's kind of been my go-to order recently. Usually do almond milk, but decided oat milk this morning. Super good. So hoping the caffeine is gonna hit soon, but yeah, it's already like 11 and I just like need to get with it. But also I'm really close to my design project. I mean, this capstone is gonna be done here in a few hours, so, which is just like kind of wild. And I mean, I'm gonna be done in 2 days in the evening, which just like doesn't feel real, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm ready for it to be done. Even though I'm like so sad that it's gonna be done, I just like want these like pieces to be done, so then I guess I'm done. Yeah, I'm definitely nervous about my presentation tonight, but hopefully I'm gonna practice it several more times today and like record myself doing it and everything, because it's on Zoom, so I just like want to feel comfortable like with my setup and everything, and just, I don't know, there's a lot of things to cover, so I'm worried I'm going to talk too fast, but I'm hoping my passion for the project is going to come through. And I'm also nervous about like what questions they're going to ask, but I can't control that. All I can control is what I say in those 15 minutes, and that I've like done all this work over the last 14 weeks over the course of the semester. Like the work is done, it's just like talking about it now, and we're doing the things, guys. We're doing the things. We're getting close. We're only a couple hours out here now. I just did a really good practice run through with like whole Zoom setup. I recorded myself and watched it back, just like went straight through the whole presentation, and I'm definitely still a little bit nervous, but feeling like a little bit better. Might try and run through it one more time, but I also don't want to be like over rehearsed and then like lose the charisma. So I'm just like kind of ready to like have it be done. And even though we're doing it remote from home just because we have guests coming, I'm still gonna drop Bradley off at the sitter, so that way he won't be a distraction just in case he gets antsy or something during it. But he probably would be fine, but just to be safe, because if he's a little high energy then sometimes he might be making some noise, so I think that will be good. And probably gonna put a blazer on, maybe, I'm thinking. Alright, we're doing this. I feel as prepared as I could be. 14 weeks later, 2 years later, master's time. I'm in the Zoom waiting room, like, let's do this, let's kill it. Oh my goodness, it's done. It's done. I did the thing. I'm like almost at my master's, except for it's weird because I still have 2 more presentations for 2 more classes, but like this is the big thing. And now it's just done. Now what? Well, I still have 2 other things to do, but it's like very surreal. Like they're like congrats and everything, and it's like, it doesn't feel real. It's like one of those like pinch me moments kind of like, yeah, this whole week has just like felt very surreal, but I did it. I did it. I'm doing the thing, getting the master's, and soon you can say I'm a master's of publishing it in digital and print content. Hello friends, it's now Wednesday and I'm getting a very late start to the vlog today. I feel like that keeps happening a little bit, but it is already 3 o'clock. I don't know where the day went because I was just chugging away on a lot of stuff, a lot of boring computer work. But I'm gonna be heading out for a class in a couple of hours for tonight, and tomorrow my classes are in person, I'm pretty sure. So I turned in my design project, so that's good. I have a presentation for that tonight, but mostly just like showing our work and talking about it, so it should be not too big of a deal. And then I do still have my presentation tomorrow night as well, that I need to work on, but that's like mostly done. I just need to do a little bit more for that. And I don't know, I feel like I'm very drained. Just like I'll be like having the adrenaline or like anxiety going of like pushing me to like get the work done, and then I'll like crash. Like that kind of keeps happening, which is like not the healthiest thing, but I feel like that's the reality of finals. So right now I'm in the like, oh, brain fog, I'm tired mode, after like working very hard for like a few hours straight and just like getting a ton of stuff done. So that's kind of where we're at. I feel like this vlog so far has like mostly just been me sitting at my desk here, but that's also kind of the reality, I guess. And I will be in person like tonight and tomorrow, like actually on NYU's campus, so it will feel more real, I guess, besides just like sitting at home being like, oh, I'm done, because that's kind of how it was last night. So
what if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone?
only 1 class left. I kind of wish it was just over, but still 1 more class. Class was good, I guess. Like, I don't know, we got out super early. We got like an hour early because we just like only have 6 people in our class, so once we're done with presentations we could just leave. So I'm actually back home without Riley, just have a little bit of time without him at home, which happens so very rarely, because we are with each other almost 24/7. It's nice every so often to just have a moment to breathe. So since he is still with the sitter, I'll go pick him up in a little bit. Then tomorrow, my presentation. That's like the main thing tomorrow, is just like to present our project. And my deck is like mostly there, but there's still some things that I need to add to it, and then like practice it. So close. Still have to do that though. But then what? It's gonna feel so good but so weird. Alright my friends, it is now my last day of grad school ever. My last day of school ever, last day of my NYU career. I don't even know what to say. It's so wild to me. The last 2 years have flown by, and I'm ready for it to be done. Like tonight, like it's gonna feel good for it to be done, but I'm also sad. I'm like, oh, I'm just like never gonna work on a school project again, because I've honestly loved most of the work that I've done for my program, which is partly why it's flown by and just like been a really good experience. So ready to get like my final presentation project over for tonight, but just like feels weird for it to almost be done. But it'll be nice to celebrate with graduation ceremonies in a couple weeks, and to also just like not be so exhausted. Like this morning I went to bed like at a decent time too, so like I almost got 9 hours of sleep, like probably like 8.5 or something. So it's like I'm getting good amounts of sleep and I'm still just so exhausted. I just like woke up and was just like so not aware of what was going on this morning, and I literally grabbed coffee on our first walk of the morning, which I do not do super often. And then now I'm like super buzzed from like not even that much caffeine, like only this much. But I tried this new place and it was like actually super cheap too, which was nice. So yeah, we've just been having ourselves a computer work day. Like that's all I do during the day, every single day. It's not that interesting. But tonight I'll be headed down to the Woolworth building in FIDI for one last in-person class.
Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Okay, it's about that time. Can't believe I'm going to my last class now. Does not feel real. Like I'm ready. Like I've just been sitting here being like, I just like want to go and get this over with a little bit of like, just like let me do my last presentation. I'm also first, so I can just like get it over with. Because I just like, I'm ready for the weight to be lifted, but I also just like, it feels, this whole week, as I've said, feels so surreal. It doesn't feel real that this is gonna be my last class, and then I'm just gonna be free and just working and not doing both school and work and being exhausted all the time. So let's go do this. Come with me, let's go.
Dreaming of you, 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 I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness
Last class, let's go. I'm done, guys. I done did it. I don't have words. It's very surreal. I am now a master's of science, which is like the weirdest thing. I don't think this should be a science degree, but I have my master's. I don't know what to say. I hope you all have enjoyed coming on my NYU journey with me. Like I literally started my YouTube channel 4.5 years ago talking about applying to NYU as a transfer, and then moving to New York City for NYU, doing my undergrad, graduating early, starting life in New York City as an adult, then going back to NYU. Like NYU has been such a transformative part of my life, and talking about it on YouTube has too, because now I like work on videos for a living, and like, oh my gosh, it's just been completely life-changing, and in all of the best ways. And obviously there's been so many challenges, lots of downs, but also lots of ups, and literally don't know who I would be today without NYU. Like it seriously has just like changed my life, and I don't like contributing to that narrative of like having to like go to a dream school or like a prestigious school like NYU. Like I don't think that's the only way for like big things to happen in your life whatsoever, but these just happen to be, NYU just happens to be the way that happened for me, and I am so grateful for that. So I feel so blessed, so fortunate to have had these experiences and to share them with so many of you who have just like really connected with my content. Also, Riley's doing his dinner puzzle, thus the background noise. Yeah, so like I said, I am gonna make a couple other videos just like talking about NYU as a whole, my experience, and comparing some different, you know, experiences undergrad versus grad, talking about my program as a whole, just like all the things to wrap up the NYU content. But then after that, it's time for the NYU chapter of my life to close, because I have been making videos about NYU for 4 years for the most part, and there's only so many videos about NYU I can make, and that can't be my whole identity because it kind of has been so much of my identity these past few years. But yeah, I'm really excited to make some new content. I mean, my content's not going to change that much, but definitely kind of like thinking about, you know, how do I want to have my content feel and look, and what I want the experience to be like moving forward. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're not already, to follow my post-grad journey. For anyone who's interested, I'm like not planning to change that much in my life right now. You never know, things can like happen all of a sudden, but everything else in my life for the most part is probably going to be staying the same. Like I'm hoping to just stay in my apartment, renew my lease, hoping to just like stick with my job for a while. I feel like everything else in my life is really good. This all has been really good. This has been a really good period of my life. So okay, with all of that said, thank you so much for watching, and coming on my journey with me. And I'll see you all in my graduation vlog probably. All right, bye. Pinch me. Is it real? Is it real? I don't know.